Let's look at tourism. Today is World Tourism Day, observed every 27th of September, and this year focuses on tourism for inclusive growth. Oina Kaloka in this report takes a look at the theme as it affects the development of the sector in Nigeria.
Hidden high up the Mandara Mountains in Adamawa State is UNESCO World Heritage Site, the beautiful Sukuru landscape. Recently, a group of tourists were at the site to explore its features. With the visit, the community came alive and everyone was involved, from entertainers, drivers, tour guides, the villagers and many more. This captures the theme of this year's World Tourism Day, tourism for inclusive growth, ensuring that everyone is carried along. With the restarting of tourism, a sector badly hit by COVID-19, it is an opportunity to look beyond tourism statistics and acknowledge that beyond every number, there is a person.
When a country decides to develop tourism, it gives majority of the people the opportunity to be part of the society.
Nigeria, with vast natural and cultural heritage in boosting tourism, is working towards developing domestic tourism for the benefit of all.
One day, we will not be able to sell oil again because the oil has either finished or the people who were selling the oil to will not use oil anymore, or they will use alternative sources of energy. Tourism will never finish. Tourism will never end.
We are looking at, introducing at the National Commission for Museums and Monuments different concepts and perspective to our cultural display.
The World Tourism Day, observed every 27th of September, is aimed at fostering awareness of tourism's social, cultural, political, and economic contributions towards reaching the Sustainable Development Goals. Oyina Kalo Oka, NTA News.
All right, let's expand the discourse. No doubt tourism, they say, is gradually becoming an essential part of the economy. We have a guest joining us via Zoom, talking about the Director General, Nigerian Tourism Development Corporation, Chief Florencio Koka. Thank you very much for joining us, DG.
Thank you for inviting me on World Tourism Day.
Okay, let's put the spotlight on Nigeria. The theme for this year is inclusive growth, tourism for inclusive growth. If we want to paint a picture for Nigeria, how blessed we are in terms of our diverse cultures and our tourist sites, are we on the right track?
Oh, absolutely. It's Nigeria is blessed in so many ways. The traditional tourism that everybody knows, Nigeria has even more. Nigeria has new mediums of cultural expression. Our music, our film, our fashion, our food. Those are things that the digital revolution that is going through Africa, especially Nigeria now, is even helping us to push even further. The platforms that we don't own echo our successes. It's just unfortunate that some of the little issues we have, not problems, just little issues, are being echoed louder than our successes.
Okay, I thought you were still on. So if we want to look at the opportunities we're blessed with, talking about our tourist sites, how well have they been explored to add value to the nation's economy?
I won't tell you a lie. There's a lot more we can do. There's a lot more we can invest in, simple, low-hanging fruits that we can add to. When you talk about Nigeria and tourism, there's always this echo about security, about infrastructure. No. It's doing the best with what we have. And what we have is more than enough. We are so much more blessed with tourism assets in Nigeria. It's just a question of changing certain simple things. Our laws are old. It's time to change them. The human capital training, you don't need to be a professor of law to be to do tourism. There's vocational training. The finance needs a break. Give the finance a break. If you can't give me money, don't take money from me. That's all I am hearing from the stakeholders meeting that I have been at in different geopolitical regions. Tourism, I won't just say it's the new oil. Tourism will not die. The demand for tourism, the demand for experiences, the demand for something different, something new, something culturally, traditionally different from where I have ever lived in my life will continue. The demand for oil will decrease. It is decreasing. Alternative sources of energy are replacing our mono economy.
All right. Of course, no tourism of any nation can thrive if it's not been explored. What about digital drive, to attract both national and international tourists to, explore these opportunities? Are you looking at that aspect?
I have been labeled and I am constantly accused of seeing just digital. I was raised on pen and paper. I am now, I'm on Zoom with you on an iPad in Kebbi State, using the data from my phone to connect to you. The digital is the future. The data is the future. If you can't read the data, if you can't see the data, if you can't drive the data, disruptive technologies are just going to change, with or without you, how you live. From your elections, from your healthcare, from what you eat, how you buy. And the digital revolution is something that is...
Okay, we seem to have lost signal there, but we've been talking to the Director General, Nigeria Tourism Development Corporation on World Tourism Day. There's so much we're yet to harness. Okay, I heard he's back. If you can say thank you for us. DG, sir, can you hear me? Just round up so we can...
Yes.
Okay, you were going to round up your talk.
Okay, the last thing you spoke about was digital. Go to all the digital platforms and look at Tour Nigeria and Nigerian flavors. From there, you will see what we need to do to build our domestic tourism industry, for there to be an international connect for people to come in. But 200 million Nigerians can consume so much more of Nigeria that our institutions will thrive based on what we consume. We can grow our naira, we can grow our economy just by consuming more of what we have.
Okay. Thank you very much, DG, for your time with us. Of course, there's so much we need to harness in the country. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a trip